questions, please. Yes.
I guess like a general one is if somebody were to say like, well, how do you, like, I mean, what would be like a good way to respond to someone that, well, I guess you've already addressed this, but if they said, well, your church didn't have let black people priesthood until this year, and there are things that I've experienced that your church people are racist, just how do you respond to that, whether it's in your family or friends?
I would say, let's suppose you're asking me that now, and you're not a member of the church, or maybe you are. It is true that in the past, the distant past, that there was a restriction against black people holding certain offices, the priesthood as we call it, or blessings of the priesthood, like going into the temple. But I want to tell you, my friend, that is way behind us. And our church today is one of the most unifying organizations, international organizations in the world. You've heard of systemic racism. Our church has systemic non-racism. Let me tell you what I mean. We go to church based on where we live. And if we live in a diverse community, we're going to be in a diverse congregation. We serve. President Oaks just spoke to this in his great case for returning to church after a pandemic. We serve with people that we wouldn't necessarily or naturally associate with all the time. When I was stake president, I had a counselor who was white and a counselor who was Tongan. We were ministered to by a family that was Samoan and others who were white. We had, in our quorum, we had Latinos, we had Aboriginal members, Native members, we had Asian members, and so that existed in the past, but our church is a unifying force for the future and the present. That's what I would say. And you're not going to please everyone. There are going to some people who ask that question just want to remain in the past, and there are others who want to know, what was that? And that's a legitimate question. Well, let's go. So here's what happened in the past, but here's the opportunity for the future.